get you the top story. From Pakistan, major shake-up as Nawaz Sharif stepped down as the country's Prime Minister after Pakistan Supreme Court found him guilty in the Panama Papers case, in which there's been allegation against him and his family of amassing properties worth crores in a corruption scandal. Sharif came under scanner when his children were linked to an offshore company in the Panama Papers. It was alleged that Sharif had bought properties in the UK. It's an ill-gotten wealth. A 5-judge bench of Pakistani Supreme Court unanimously found Nawaz Sharif guilty. This means he is disqualified from holding public office for life. Even his daughter Maryam Nawaz has been barred from contesting elections. First up, the reactions coming in and what it means for India. All right, there you have Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chief Imran Khan, who's also petitioner in the case, expressing delight at the judicial order which has indicted Nawaz Sharif as guilty. Going across to Hamza at the moment. Hamza, 3-time Pakistan Prime Minister, stepping down. Maryam Nawaz Sharif, his daughter, also tweeting at the same time. Today will pave way for Nawaz Sharif's resounding victory in 2018. He will be unstoppable. Is it endgame, or there's still a chance of Nawaz Sharif making a comeback? And what about the current government, which is left in turmoil at the moment?
Well, as per the Supreme Court's order, Nawaz Sharif's political career is over because he has been disqualified and banned for life. So I don't know how his daughter Maryam Nawaz Sharif is actually, mentioning him contending elections in 2008 as victorious. So that is beyond my understanding. Secondly, yes, that is correct that PMLN's leadership and the ruling government's position in the cabinet is under turmoil because they don't have a finance minister, we don't have a foreign minister, we don't even have a prime minister, and neither do we have an interior minister. So when all 4 major installations and institutes of the ruling government are without seats and without people, then obviously it is a very, very serious and critical situation. But going forward, initially for the Prime Minister, there is the cabinet meeting that has happened in the morning in which Nawaz Sharif and the party members have discussed on probable people who actually can take the seat of the Prime Minister until the next elections are concerned. But that has not been revealed to public as for now who actually are the people. There are only rumors that at least 3 to 4 people are there whose name can be actually brought forward for contention. But there is uncertainty on ground. There is uncertainty in the government ranks and the future outposts. How Pakistan government and the PML government is going to run the show with 4 people of institutions not being in seats is a very difficult scenario.
Absolutely, Hamza. Democracy hanging by a thin thread in Pakistan. Pakistan army, all the more powerful there. Let me get in Shiv as well. Shiv, you do have details of Maryam Nawaz Sharif's tweet. She has claimed that Nawaz Sharif will be back, but with a conviction and also bar against fighting elections. It seems end road for not only Nawaz Sharif but also for her political ambitions.
It's hilarious and a little pathetic, actually, the words that have been used by Maryam Nawaz, not only because the political careers of herself and her father are over, but look at the grandiose language that she's actually used. Another elected Prime Minister sent home, but only to see him return with greater force and support, and soonest, inshallah, stay strong PMLN. Today will pave the way for Nawaz Sharif's resounding victory in 2018. This is a brand new definition for Pakistani fantasies that Maryam Nawaz Sharif has actually scripted with these 2 tweets. Like I said, Devina, it's not only about Maryam Nawaz Sharif and her political future being linked to her father. And we know, as per the Supreme Court of Pakistan, they are completely over as of today. But also, let's remember that it is Maryam Nawaz Sharif who probably had a really big hand in dooming her father in the Supreme Court by submitting those documents in, the Calibri font, which someone in the Supreme Court had said that, this was a font that wasn't available in 2006. It only came in 2007. So how could these documents be available in 2006? So this is the woman, the dear daughter of the Pakistani Prime Minister, who had a direct role in probably allegedly forging some papers, trying to retrospectively create some documents to support her family and claim his innocence. That would have doomed Nawaz Sharif, a person who's been Prime Minister of Pakistan more than 3 times. So at this stage, for Maryam Nawaz Sharif to come out and say, we will return with a big victory, trying to seem like shaheeds, trying to seem like political martyrs, is not only hilarious but also a little pathetic.
Absolutely, Shiv, and the infamous Font Gate, which finally ruled out a unanimous verdict against Nawaz Sharif, cannot be ignored. Also, right now, so what happens in Pakistan, as Hamza is saying, that there is a clear lacuna of democracy because Pakistan army, we've seen coups by army earlier as well. In Pakistan, the democracy is at a very fragile state right now. Front runners currently are Shahbaz Sharif, Nawaz's brother, member of the cabinet. Khwaja Asif Shahbaz is currently the Prime Minister of the Punjab province in Pakistan and may act as Nawaz's proxy. Khwaja Asif is currently the Defence Minister of Pakistan. If he comes to the fore, there is no denying of Pakistan Army working in tandem with the Pakistan Defence Minister. The Petroleum and Natural Resources Minister Shahid Abbasi and Ayaz Sadiq, Speaker of National Assembly, also in the running. Let's again go to Hamza. So Hamza, out of all these four names, who has the highest probability of taking the reins of power? And will this be another puppet government one can see from Rawalpindi?
Is this question for me?
Yes,
Sorry.
Hamza.
Well, yes, in fact, there are a few contentions, very important ones. One of them is the Speaker of National Assembly, Mr. Ayaz Sadiq. The other one is the Minister of Petroleum and Natural Resources, Shahid Khaqan Abbasi, and Shahbaz Sharif, the CM Punjab, and also Khwaja Asif, the Defence Minister. Now, the important part is that the CM Punjab, Shahbaz Sharif, as we know from sources, does not want to leave the constituency and leave his seat as the CM because that Lahore and Punjab region has been PMLN's firepower and powerhouse for a very long time, and for years and years he has actually retained power. So he would not want to see or leave that position. Now, on the other hand, the Defence Minister, Mr. Khwaja Asif, has already got cases against him in the Supreme Court that are being heard. So if there are probable chances...
But Hamza, very quickly, you have elections in next April. Does the PLMN lose popularity with Nawaz's verdict, or does the party stand a chance?
Well, yes, it is a major downfall in popularity for PMLN, and
Okay.
I think the beneficiary is going to be Imran Khan and his party. But
Okay.
yes, it is also a fact that PMLN has retained its power and seats in the elections even when Nawaz Sharif was in exile. So, and they are actually trying to play the victim role
Okay.
when it comes to political gathering is concerned, because that is how they actually can move forward.
Well, Maryam Nawaz Sharif already orchestrating that script. Thanks so much, Hamza and Shiv, for joining us, playing the victim card and the political martyr card, as Shiv has been pointing out.